Hello, hello, hello. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, dear New Time for Africa students. How are you doing today? Christmas is coming. Christmas is going ahead, and we are heading toward New Year of our life, and that's good because you are with us. It means there will be something great. There will be something new in your life, and something new is expecting you ahead because today there will be a very unique lesson. Probably you noticed that we missed 1 week, so it means you had more time to work on Ben Franklin's system because you would not believe me, but that's the most important topic in all of our course. Why? Because that topic, it helps you to reorient and change the whole course of your life. So that is why you are blessed. You are so wonderfully blessed because you've heard that topic. So we are going to our today's topic, and our today's topic, you will hear it very soon, but stay with us and subscribe to our channel right now. Press subscribe button and be the subscriber of our playlist of our channel, and you'll get much more great information. So, welcome to our today's lesson. Our today's lesson is routines. We are going to talk about routines and what is that. And you will get the blessing of having routines or making routines, creating routines in your life. What is the routines? Routines is the sequential move, systematic sequential move, little by little to achievement of your desired goal. So that's what we're going to talk about. If you will pay your attention to this pyramid, that's Ben Franklin's pyramid, and as you remember, we will start today not from the bottom as we did last lesson, but today we'll start from the top. The first part of this is today, our today's plan. Your today or 1 day of your life, that's the symbol or that's the image of your whole life. Actually, if daily you touch your life, your goal, your life goal, if you're touching it, if you're moving ahead, step by step every single day, then it means by the end of your life, somehow you will reach this general life value and global life goal. So today we are going to talk about our today and 1 month program, 1 month, routines. Of course, you see 1 year plan, 5 years plan, and 25 years plan. About these three, we will talk a little bit later. But let's go to our routines. Okay, so the perfect tool to accomplish this 1 month and 1 day plan is to create routines. What is routines? I already gave you the definition, but I want to use a very simple example, the example of my life, the example of how am I reaching my global life goal, and I'm going to give you the example of how to raise leaders for your project. Actually, all of you, the goal of New Time for Africa is to start new project, to help each of you to launch and to develop and launch your global life project, the project that symbolizes your whole life. So I think this topic will also help you. It will be helpful and will be useful. All right. So what do I do? If I want to raise leaders, of course, you have to understand that the idea of raising leaders, it consists of many different ways how you touch the life of a person which you want to raise as a leader. And for me, in Ukrainian society, I have found out that in order to raise leaders for your project, first of all, you need to make phone calls. Sometimes the simple phone call, it's a unique tool because you can touch the life of a person just by calling and asking, how are you doing? What are your needs? Or maybe just giving sometimes, simple advice, or sometimes just sympathizing the person and, showing your compassion, showing your merry heart, showing your love to that person. That simple touch of love sometimes is the better tool than any teaching, than any advice, than any assistance, than any practical thing. Just one phone call, it's very important. So don't forget, make calls to those who want to raise as leaders. All right, so for me, I have developed the system of routine. Every single day, starting from Monday through Saturday, I have to do 3 phone calls every single day. This phone call will not take you so much of your time. It's a simple call where when you call a person and you say like, hello, how are you doing today? I'm very happy that you are, that we are friends, that we are going toward one goal. So how's your life? How can I be helpful to you? And, by simply sharing your, ideas, simply sharing your, joy, and allowing, and also, sympathizing the joy or the reasons for joy, in the life of the person you are raising. So 3 phone calls, it's not too much, but it gives you a lot. And also, for me, I plan to have at least one personal meeting with my future leaders. My future leaders, the leaders that I raise, that's the the area of my concern. I'm thinking about these people, I'm working with these people. I'm trying to pay as much of my time as possible. Sometimes spending 1 hour with that person will give that person so much, push, so much help, so much assistance you can't even imagine. So that's how I live my Monday and Tuesday. By the way, have you ever been in a situation when you wake up and you say, okay, today is a Tuesday, or today's it's a date, and I don't know what I'm going to do. I'll think, maybe, I'll find out what I'm going to do. No, the person who wants to reach his life goal, he doesn't live like that. He lives by daily routine. So actually, today is Saturday, and today I already know what I should do. I must have 2 personal meetings and create and record 1 video. Do you know what I'm doing now? I'm recording this video for you. Why is that so? Because that's the goal that I have for my life. Okay, so on Wednesday, also understand that if you are not going to have a general meetings for leaders, for future leaders to see themselves as a team, as a group of people that actually are joined with one goal. So that's why we have this general meeting, which lasts for about 2 hours only, maybe 2 or 3 hours sometimes. It's very important. Then Thursday, then Friday, the same, 3 phone calls and 1 meeting. And on Saturday, as I said, I'm going to have 2 meetings. But one of the Saturdays, of course, I understand that you can't, whenever you teach, whenever you work with the people, they always have questions, which is great, which is important. If people that you are trying to raise or teach, if they don't have questions, then you're in trouble. It means actually there is no conversion of what they hear from you. So there should be at least 1 question and answer meetings. And of course, there should be on the 4th week, on Friday, we do team meeting. The meeting when we meet the team that, that work, the team that, we need to, change sometimes the strategies, how we work, etc., etc. So actually, these are routines. You will ask me, when do you work? Of course, I work every single day, but even though you work, because you know what? It doesn't matter how old are you now, 24, 25, 30, 35, 40, 50 even. There will be a day when at your job, people will tell, okay, thank you so much for doing your job. Right now, it's time for you to go and rest. It's time for you, to stop working, because there are younger people that can do better and that are stronger than you are. And it doesn't matter how long you work there will be the moment like this will come, and then you will understand that you have so few time to fulfill your global life goals. So that is why I work, of course, but in the midst of my work, I do these routines. As you can see, the routines that I do, there are not so many of them, but the results are great. Why is that so? Because look at these. Totally, every month, what do I have? I have 48 calls. Can you imagine 48 calls? If I'll ask you, make 48 calls in 1 day, will it be hard for you? Will it take your time? Of course, yes. But if you do only 3 phone calls, which lasts for maybe 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes, which is 15 minutes of your day, monthly you will get 48, almost 59 calls. Can you imagine that you will have more than 550 phone calls every year? And personal meetings, it's going to be 24. You will record 4 videos, and if you will multiply it on 12 months, you'll get about 50 videos. Can you imagine what if you record 2 or 3 or 4 videos? Right now at the channel you are watching us on, at that channel we have more than 1,200 videos. But it started with 1 video a day. 1 video a week, 1 video in 3 days, and that's how we, multiply. Of course, 4 question and answers meetings and 4 general meetings. So like this, doing like this, you will have more than 50 meetings, every general meetings and question answers meetings every single year. For example, if you record each of these question and answers meetings, and each of the meetings you will have at least 3 or 4 questions and you'll answer them, can you imagine you can write a book which will have about 200 different questions and answers? Isn't it great? Some of you probably had a dream of writing your book. But what if I'll tell you that during these routines, you can simply write one book every single year of your life? Can you imagine what will happen if you will live, next 30 years, you will write one book a year, you'll have 30 books. Can you imagine what a productivity? Even though you may work, you may have family, you may be busy, but you will do these. Can you imagine what legacy will remain after your life? So actually, once again, we're talking about one day and 1 month of your life. Every single day you have to touch your life doing, or simply by dividing what you have to do, your goal, one of your goals, dividing it in and making routines. Once again, routines, it's a sequential move, step-by-step move to your desired goal. So I have an assignment for this week for you. You remember last week you had to do these, but today you have to work to go toward your global life goal and global life plan. What you must do, I'm expecting from you this week to create at least 1 or 2 routines like these and start working. Start working. Next week, it has to be the week of your routines. Actually, after this week, after the video that you are watching right now, you have to understand and you have to realize that starting from now, every single week should be the week of routines. Once again, there are many friends, there are many situations, there are many life situations that will take or that will try to attract or draw your attention. But if you have routines, if you have plan of your routines, nothing will distract you from your life goal. So remain blessed and subscribe to our channel. Stay with New Time for Africa, and don't forget your weekly assignment. You have to talk and you have to share your experience and the knowledge that you get from our New Time for Africa project. You have to share with 5 people, and don't forget to remind them and share with them that you got all of this information from New Time for Africa. So we love you, we bless you, and we'll see you next week. Stay with us, New Time for Africa.